Hey, what's up, Clashers? Turin56 from iKonik here, bringing you another video in the iKonik Academy series. And this one is entitled How to Use Precision Balloons. What are precision balloons? Is probably what you're asking yourself right now. What's Turin talking about? Simply put, precision balloons is using the exact number of balloons needed to eliminate specific defenses. No more, no less. This is a very important skill set to have if you want to be a high-level Town Hall 9, Town Hall 10 attacker. This is something that you're going to need to pick up. You're going to need to get a pretty good feel for it, so I'm going to help you do that in this video. Not only is this technique something that is going to be very handy in a lot of attack strategies, such as Lava Loon, Go Lava Loon, Hollow Wee Wee, and such, it's also something that you will just be able to use in almost any attack style if there are exposed defenses somewhere on the base. If you see something, if you could be attacking with hogs, and if you see an archer tower that doesn't have any air defense coverage, you're going to know how to take it out. And anytime you can make a nice trade, if it's a 1-for-1 trade, meaning 1 loon for 1 defense, it's always going to be a good trade. You definitely want to do that. So we're going to help you figure out exactly how many loons are needed for any of these trades during this video. I have a lot of visual aids for you with this one. I put together some little charts here. There is a little bit of math. Don't be afraid. I've done the math for you. You're not going to have to do this math on a regular basis unless you really want to. You're going to be able to refer to this video. I know that there's going to be a lot of information to absorb during this video, and I think that's something that most people aren't going to be able to do. So in addition to posting this video, I'm also going to take some of these charts that I've put together, and I'm just going to put still images of them up on our website. So look for those up there as well. They'll be at ikonikcoc.com. Nice easy references anytime you just want to check real quick to see how many you're going to need for this defense and that defense. You'll be able to do that. Alright, so let's dive on in. Let's go ahead and look at the first chart I put together here for you, and that is just a breakdown of the level 6 balloons. Let's look at these. You got to know the abilities of this troop. So 162 DPS. Yeah, that's damage per second for those that don't know. At 4 seconds per bomb drop. There's a 4-second lapse between those. So basically what that means is you multiply the DPS by how many seconds per attack, and you get the number of 648 damage per drop. Every time a balloon drops a bomb, it does 648 damage. The balloon also does damage with its death crash. As it comes crashing down to the ground, it does splash damage as well. That is equal to the DPS of that level troop, which at level 6 is 162. So it is possible for one balloon, while only dropping 1 bomb, to still do 810 damage to a single defense if it gets that one balloon, that bomb drop off, and then the death crash as well. 648 plus 162 equals 810. As far as health goes, the balloon has 545 health points. That'll help a little bit in the math that I'll show you later. And then there's this weird number here, troop speed 10. An undefined unit. Supercell doesn't give us any clue as to what the number 10 means. After doing a little bit of research, looking around online, the best answer I got, and it seems to be the correct one for me, is you take the troop speed of whatever unit you're talking about, in this case the balloon, and you multiply it by 0.125, and that gives you the number of tiles per second that troop will travel. So 10 times 0.125 equals 1.25. Round that up to the nearest 10, you got 1.3 tiles per second that this balloon is going to travel. That's going to help you a little bit with the math as well. If you know the travel time of your balloon, and you know how much damage per second your balloon is absorbing, you know how long it's going to have to get to its target and then drop its balloon. So, what targets are these balloons going to be going up against? We're going to look at all of them. We're starting off with the archer towers. So on all of these charts with the defenses here, I'm not showing every single level of the defense. What I'm going to be showing you is Town Hall 8 max and above. This is what you're going to be seeing for the most part as a Town Hall 9 and Town Hall 10 attackers. If you're seeing something below the Town Hall 8 max, then good for you, you've run into a preemie base, or bad for you, you're just being a big bully and attacking way down. How dare you, you're a jerk. Just kidding. So, just as an example, as we go through this video here, I'm going to single out whatever the Town Hall 9 max is, since I'm a Town Hall 9 and I'm going to be facing most of these Town Hall 9 max defenses. It's just kind of what I like to look at. So, looking at here, the level 11 Archer Tower, that's the Town Hall 9 max. This first number here, damage per hit, 37.5. We're used to seeing numbers put out in damage per second, but with these defenses, when we're looking at this strategy, we don't care about damage per second for the most part. We care about damage per hit. And that's because Archer Towers and most of the defenses don't attack exactly once per second. The Archer Tower, for example, attacks twice per second. So we multiply the damage per second by how many times, the attacks per second, which for the Archer Tower is 0.5, and get that number of 37.5 damage per hit. And that's important, as we see here, because at 37.5 damage per hit, to get up to that magic number of 545, assuming no other defenses are attacking that balloon, it's going to take a max Town Hall 9 Archer Tower 14.5 hits to kill your Archer Tower. Well, or kill your balloon, excuse me. Archer Towers do not have 0.5 hits. They don't attack in units of less than 1. So it effectively takes 15 hits to kill your balloon instead of 14.5. So we divide that by 2 because it attacks twice per second, and then we get this number here, 7.5 seconds to kill your balloon. That's exactly how long it's going to take a level 11 Archer Tower to kill your max balloon, assuming nothing else is attacking it. That's a pretty big window, 7.5 seconds. Your balloon has plenty of time to travel in there, drop its bomb. This last number here is just the number of hit points it takes, so 805 hit points. If you remember from the very first graph that I showed you there, 810 is kind of the magic number for damage done by one balloon. So 648 is the bomb drop, plus 162 is the death crash. That equals 110 damage points. That is just a little bit above the 805 hit points that level 11 Archer Tower does. So it will only take one bomb drop and one death crash to kill a max Town Hall 9 Archer Tower. Moving on to the Wizard Towers. Pretty much the same layout of the strategy here. The Wizard Towers attack much slower than the Archer Tower. It's 1.3 seconds per attack. So we do the math again. We come up with 52 damage per hit on a level 7 Wizard Tower. That means it's going to take 10.5 hits, which is actually equal to 11 hits to kill your balloon, and that's going to take 14.3 seconds to kill your balloon, which is a long time. Plenty of time to get there as far as the travel time goes. The level 7 Wizard Tower has 840 hit points, so it is going to take more than just the one bomb drop and the one crash. It's going to take 2 bombs dropping on that, or in rare occasions you're also going to get the 1 bomb drop and 2 death crashes, depending on what's going on in the area, depending on however other many defenses are attacking. So you're starting to get the feel for this. Let's move on to the hidden Teslas. Max at Town Hall 9 is the level 7 Tesla. These guys attack pretty quick. It's 0.6 seconds per attack, and they do a lot of damage per hit. So at level 7, 52.2 damage per hit. That means it takes 10.4, which is actually 11 hits to kill your balloon. And that goes by quickly. 6.6 seconds to kill your balloon. But there's that magic number again, 810. That is exactly how much damage is going to be done by one balloon dropping a single bomb and then crashing down. So It should only ever take, if there's nothing else attacking and you can get there in time, one balloon to take out a Tesla. X-bows, moving on. Level 3 is the Town Hall 9 max. Now with the X-bows, I put these numbers up in terms of damage per second. They attack so quick. It's 0.128 seconds per attack, which is just under 8 attacks per second. So at that point, it was just easier to just look at the damage per second. So we're looking at 75 damage per second for the level 3 max at Town Hall 9. That means 7.3 seconds, and that X-bow will be able to kill your balloon. Now, of course, hit points way up there, 2,300 hit points. So that's going to take definitely more than just the one balloon to take that sucker down. But you see where we're going with this. Air defenses. These can be precision looned. If they are vulnerable, it can be done. You generally are going to have to bone up a little bit, but it can be done. So at the level 7, the Town Hall 9 max, we're looking at 280 damage per hit. Air defenses do attack exactly once per second, so the damage per hit is the same as the DPS. That means 1.9 equals 2 hits to kill, 2 seconds to kill your balloon. The hit points, though, are fairly low. For that, much lower than the X-bow. You got 1110. Move on just one more time here, and we are going to look at this guy here, which is the Inferno Towers. Obviously at Town Hall 9 you're not going to be seeing these unless you're attacking up. If so, awesome job, good for you, you're the man or woman, as the case may be. The numbers on these change because of the two possible settings on the Inferno Towers. You got your multi-target and your single target. But look at these multi-targeting Inferno Towers. At 30 damage per second to each target, it's going to take 18.2 seconds to kill a single balloon at that level 1. At level 2, it's still going to take 14.3. Even at level 3, a max out Inferno Tower, it's still going to take 13 seconds to kill your balloon. Much different case here at the single targeting. But the interesting trend here is there is almost no difference between the level 1 and the level 3 Inferno Tower as to how quickly they're going to kill your balloons. Now in this case, of course, they're only targeting a single balloon, so it changes the dynamic of how you're going to be attacking it at first. But how the damage per second works out on these single targeting Infernos is the first number here. Let's look at the level 1, let's say 24. For the first 2 seconds that is targeting a troop, it's going to be doing 24 damage per second. For the next 3 seconds, from second 2 to second 5, it's going to be going up to the level 2 damage, which is 100 damage per second. And then after 5 seconds, it kicks into its level 3 damage tier, which is 1000 per second. And really, if you look at the seconds to kill, how long it's going to take to kill a single balloon, there's almost no difference. So if you are using strategic balloons, there's really no reason to be afraid of these level 3 Inferno Towers any more than there are the level 1 Inferno Towers. It's just that the main difference is the hit points. They've got that extra hit point. Lastly, we're going to look really quickly at these cannons and mortars. These are the two defenses, obviously, that cannot attack your balloons. So I don't have any of the damage per second stuff up there or how long it's going to take to kill your balloons, because that doesn't matter. This is just looking at how many hit points they have. So you're looking at how many hit points each of these units has, how long it's going to take to kill them, how many bomb drops it'll take to kill them. So looking at all this, and you're thinking to yourself, okay, yeah, Jesse, that's kind of pretty, but how does this apply directly to me? Here's how it applies. This last chart here. What will kill which defenses? This is the payoff for this whole video. So up here on this top row, we're looking at damage done by your balloon in different ways. Combinations of bomb drops and death crashes, and showing you which combinations will eliminate which ones of these defenses. So as you can see here, at Town Hall 8 max and above, A single bomb drop is not going to take out any defense. But look at this one here, this first column, one bomb and one crash. That's going to do 810 damage, and that's going to eliminate, look at this, all 3 levels of mortars there. We're looking at the level 10 and level 11 archer towers, the level 6 wizard tower, and then the level 6 and the level 7 Teslas. All it's going to take is one balloon, because a single bomb drop and a single crash will take out any of those. So if you can do just a little bit of math, or just get good at kind of guessing, putting together the factors of travel time, how much damage your balloons are going to be absorbing from different defenses, you know all you have to do is get one balloon in there in time to just be able to drop a single bomb, and any of those defenses in that column are taking out. The next column here, one bomb drop and 2 death crashes. That'll do 972 damage. That's going to take out all the rest of these guys here. That's going to take out, you know, the top 2 levels of archer towers, the top 2 levels of wizard towers, the top tier Tesla, and then it's going to take out your level 10 and your 11 cannons as well. Now, these are just the minimum numbers of damage done to take these out. Obviously, anything bigger than this will also take these out. 2 bombs will do more damage than this, and that'll take that out as well. But it's kind of important to know this as well, because there are going to be situations where you are only going to be able to get off one bomb drop and then have 2 balloons death crash into that. You know, it's going to be just showing up. The first balloon will just show up at that defense as it's taken down without time to get off that bomb drop. That DPS counts. That damage done will count. That'll apply towards it. So you just need that second balloon to get there, have the time to drop a bomb, and then as it crashes, it'll take those down. 2 bomb drops in this next column here. That'll take out all 3 of those levels of air defenses. Level 6, level 7, level 8, those will all go down, as will the top 2 levels of cannons. It just takes 2 bombs. That's all it takes. If you can accomplish that with these cannons with a single balloon, if you're away from the action and that balloon's not going to get hurt, awesome. That's all it takes. That is precision looting right there. 1 balloon to take out a max cannon. Next tier here, 2 bombs and 1 crash. That's not going to buy you anything that you can't get from those previous columns. But coming into this other column, we got 2 bombs with 2 crashes. That's going to do 1,620 damage. That's going to take out level 1 Expo and level 1 Inferno Tower. Moving on into 3 bomb drops. That's going to do enough damage to take out level 2 Expo and level 2 Inferno Tower. And then we're not going to get anything for 3 bombs and 1 crash, or 3 bombs and 2 crashes, but at 3 bombs and 3 crashes, we get enough damage done to take down level 3 Expo, max Inferno Tower, level 3 as well. And then finally, it's going to take at least 4 bombs and 1 crash to take out this maxed out level 4 Expo. So, I know that was a lot of information. I know there's kind of a lot going around, and we're only looking at these charts one at a time. And I think it's going to be helpful to, when you're planning out an attack, kind of look at them back and forth, which is why I want to put the still images up on our website. I think it'll be handy to go from perhaps, you know, this chart here, what'll kill which defense, back and forth between that and like the Archer Tower chart, or back and forth between this and the Tesla chart. But these are the numbers. This is the math. I've done all the math for you. This is what it's going to take to eliminate each one of these defenses. And it's just a matter of applying these numbers and this knowledge to the game and getting the timing down for how long it's going to take your balloons to get to those defenses and how many of them are still going to be up by the time they get there. So let's watch just a little bit of gameplay at the end of this video, just to kind of show you a little bit of what I'm talking about. But I'm not going to show too much, because basically the concept is relatively simple, I think, after having explained this. well, not simple, but it doesn't need a lot of visual demonstration, I don't think. So let's go ahead and we'll just check out a couple of quick little replays here, put these principles to work. Alright, so first example, real basic. There's your level 10 archer tower. One loon's going to come in, and it's just going to take the one bomb drop and the one death crash to take it out. Minimal investment, great one-for-one trade. Alright, next example. Look at this. 2 cannons down here in the south with 0 air coverage. All it's going to take is that one loon. It's going to take 2 bomb drops per cannon, but that one balloon is going to do the job just fine. That's a terrific trade. A 1-for-2 trade? Oh yeah, take that every time. Alright, this one's going to be a little bit more involved because we're looking at taking out a cannon and an archer tower, both max at Town Hall 9. So 2 loons are going to go down, and they're quickly going to drop the 2 bombs. That's going to take out the cannon. And then all we need is 1 bomb drop and 1 crash on that second defense there. There's the archer tower and the crash, and then there's the bomb, and there you go. Alright, here's another that is a little more involved. It's going to be 2 loons taking down first the archer tower, and then sneaking over and then just barely taking out that mortar as well, because just as they get over that mortar, they're going to get in range of that air defense. So there's the 1 and that 2. So far the replays that we've shown have all been dealing with taking out strategic defenses right at the beginning of an attack, but this precision looning can be used very effectively during the middle of attack styles as well. So take example this attack here. It's a Lava Hound attack by El Gran, and just look at just this one portion of the base coming in from the east here. Look at the archer tower, the cannon, the mortar, and then the other tower, archer tower there on the east side, and just look at the precision looning here. Each one of those defenses gets 2 balloons. He knows that 2 bomb drops is all that it's going to take to eliminate all of those bases. They're going to go down. Precision looning each defense. It's not a spam attack. Each defense gets precision looned, and then those balloons move on into the base to continue with the rest of the attack. So there you go, guys. That's all the gameplay I'm going to show you. Like I said, I don't think it's really going to do a lot of good showing a whole bunch of gameplay on this one. It's just kind of the general strategy of it all. The task now for everybody is going to be able to just take that knowledge, take the data that I've put out there for you, and then apply that to your individual specific bases. So look for the still images on the website. I hope it's going to be very helpful for you to just kind of look back and forth between those, like maybe look back and forth between the what kills what chart and then the archer tower chart, or whichever chart you're looking at. But this is some good information, and it's definitely a skill set that the high-level attackers need to have. So I hope this helps you guys become better attackers, and I hope you can add this particular little trick to your toolkit. So until next time, you guys, this is Turn 56 saying keep on clashing.